That's what we're going to do. We're going to turn the bike on and let's go get it. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me once again as we continue on the maintenance road to this bike. Today we're going to do throttle body syncing. So I've got the Pro tool from that. Thank you to NASA for hooking that up and sending the tool to me. Okay, this is the carb tune tool that NASA was kind enough to send over to me. This is his tool. He's just letting me borrow it, but here it is. Here's all the tools, obviously the tubes, the reader itself to kind of show you where it's at. But yeah, let's get to it. And so we're going to run through that really quickly. As you guys know, previously the bike is already broke down because I did the spark plugs. So I'm not going to take you through the whole process of how to get there. I'm just going to tell you what to do or how to do it once we are already to where the throttle bodies are. So let's just get back into it. It's hot. All right, you guys see that little gold nipple right there at the bottom of the throttle body? That is where I have to put the hose for the tool so that we can actually get the syncing done. So let's get to it. All right, we got the tool all hooked up. As you can see right here, this wire right here, this hose is basically the same spot on the other throttle bodies. See if you can see it on this side. Bring you guys in real close. As you can see here, here's the second one. Here is the third one. All right, so everything is hooked up. All the hoses are hooked up. The tools are hooked up. Just got to remember which one is the main one. This is my number one. So this hose right here, it is my, what you may call it, one that's tuned for the ECU, right? So it's not going to be adjusted. So this would be considered position 1. This is throttle body 2 and 3. And as you see, the hoses are lined up like that. 1, 2, 3. That's exactly how my throttle bodies are across the board. 1, 2, and 3, master, slave, slave. So that's what we're using. That's what we're going to do. So we will be adjusting these two here to match this one on the left here. So basically that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn the bike on and let's go get it. All right, let's fire it up. As always, make sure there's nothing that can get into the throttle bodies while you're doing this. Obviously, you don't want nothing inside of those bad boys. But let's see where the tool sits and let's see what it reads, okay? This is, again, 20,000 miles on this bike. And so this is the first time doing it. Let's see what's at. Yeah, I could not tighten the, get you back over here, sorry. I don't want to be like I'm yelling now, but I could not tighten these anymore. All these two screws here are all the way down, so I cannot tighten anymore, and it still feels like it's a little bit off. So my assumption is that my ECU needs to be flashed. It needs to be flashed for it to sync all the way correctly with the ECU, because again, the master throttle body, this one here, is tuned to the ECU. So it is possible that I will need to readjust these again once I get the ECU flashed. I got it twisted all the way down, but it's there. It's almost there, but it just feels like it's such a micro one that it's off a little bit. So I'm not sure, but that's the best I can do for the throttle bodies. They are synced better than the stock when it was before, but still, it's just, I'm almost, oops, sorry. Where the heck am I pointing you guys? That is tough. What is this camera doing? Stop. Okay, again, the throttle bodies are synced as best as I can get it to be synced right now, because well, that's gonna do it for today's video. Got it done. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was gonna be because of some issues I ran into with the tightening of the screws. The slave throttle bodies were essentially maxed out in regards to how I can tighten it, so I just tightened it as best as I could to try to match the master. And so I don't know if it's going to take an ECU flash to kind of help maybe clean that up a little bit, just clean up that little micro portion of it, but I think it's okay. It looks good. It looks a lot more even than when it first without the adjustment, and so hopefully it was a lot better. I can't do anything in regards to like test riding or anything like that. Still got the bike broke down, so next up is going to be chain, sprockets, and maybe at the same time I'll send the ECU off to go get flash, and then ECU will get back by the time I get done with all the chain and stuff like that too. So see you guys here on the next one.